Most of us know that invoice details can be imported from the e-waybill site into your GSTR1 return. Similarly, the e-invoice details can be imported from the government's e-invoice portal into your GSTR1. Hi everyone, I'm Annapurna from Team ClearTax. Here's a comprehensive video giving out the details about the facility to import e-invoice details into GSTR1 return, its challenges and solutions provided by ClearTax if e-invoicing system applies to you. The e-invoicing system currently applies to businesses with an annual aggregate turnover of more than Rs 100 crore in any of the previous financial years starting from 2017-18. Sooner or later, it shall encompass smaller businesses too with an annual aggregate turnover of more than Rs 5 crore. Hence, it is important to understand the change in compliance and also the impact on businesses very well. So let's dive into this topic. But before that, if you haven't subscribed to ClearTax channel, then please do so. And don't forget to hit that bell icon so that you do not miss out latest updates on Union Budget 2021, taxes and finance. Since e-invoicing system currently applies to only B2B documents such as invoices and credit or debit notes, only these documents will be auto-populated into the respective tables of GSTR1 return. Hence, once the taxpayer obtains IRN, that is Invoice Reference Number, from the Invoice Registration Portal or IRP, that is E-invoice Portal, then only the auto-population takes place. The invoice details will get auto-populated into GSTR1 based on the document date and total or aggregated at a GST rate level. The timeline for auto-population is T plus 2 days, that is within 2 days of generating the e-invoice. So what is the benefit or use of this facility? The taxpayers can this way avoid re-entering the details again on the GST portal for preparing GSTR1 as well as avoid any errors involved in manual entry. Initially, this facility faced some technical glitches in the month of October. Hence, the taxpayers were advised to prepare their GSTR1 as per the respective sales register for the months of October and November. Hence, this facility is actually made available from December 2020 onwards. Now, let's check out the tables of GSTR1 where e-invoice details get auto-populated. First one, taxable outward supplies made to registered persons other than RCM. These invoices are in the nature of B2B and the details get auto-populated in the table 4A of GSTR1, that is supplies other than those attracting reverse charge and supplies made through e-commerce operators. Second, taxable outward supplies made to registered persons on which reverse charge is applicable. The nature of invoice is B2B and table 4B of GSTR1 gets auto-populated with these details, which is supplies attracting tax on reverse charge basis. Third, export supplies. The invoice code will be EXP. Table 6A of GSTR1, that is exports, get auto-populated with these details. Next, credit or debit notes issued to registered persons. The document code will be CDNR. Table 9B of GSTR1 gets auto-populated with these details. Credit or debit notes issued to unregistered persons. The document code is CDNUR. Table 9B of GSTR1 gets auto-populated with these details. Along with basic details of invoice such as buyer's GSTIN, value, GST rate, HSN, quantity and so on, additional details gets automatically filled into GSTR1 return such as the source, invoice reference number date. Couple of points to note about this facility. You can modify or update details of auto-populated invoices in GSTR1 if those details are not as per actual invoice issued. In case the invoice details are edited by the taxpayer directly in GSTR1, then the source, IRN and IRN date fields will be reset to blank. Such edited documents are considered as separately uploaded by the taxpayer rather than auto-populated. In case you cancel the invoice after auto-population of details into GSTR1, then such details will also be deleted in the respective tables of GSTR1. E-invoice details can also be downloaded as an Excel file or viewed on GST portal without an option to edit. If the GSTR1 for the respective period was already filed by the taxpayer, then the details from e-invoices can be downloaded only as an Excel file. From this discussion, we must understand that taxpayers have a challenge of reconciling data between invoice details auto-populated into GSTR1 as well as their sales register every month. The differences could be on account of the B2C invoices, the additional details asked for in GSTR1, apart from B2B invoices, and the non-appearance of invoice data in the GSTR1 for a particular month. This requires a perfect expert solution for error handling and matching of data entries such as ClearTax e-invoicing solution, which is fast, dependable and affordable. Check out our solution by visiting our website einv.cleartax.in, link of which is given in the description box below. For more information about this facility, do read our comprehensive article, link of which is in the description box below. And if you found this video useful, please do like and share it. Thank you.